The first question I've got for you is what do you consider to be the greatest achievement in your life?
The greatest achievement in my life is becoming sober in 2010. I was in some dark places. It took everything that it had to put me in a good seat with where I'm at today. And I think a lot of people that are around me that helped me to get to that point, my wife, my children, my mother and my father, and my brothers were there for me also. It was one of the biggest tasks that I actually would say it's not for everybody, not easy for everybody. I am blessed today, grateful to be here with Dylan doing this interview. If I didn't make the choices I did in 2010, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, looking at you today, I mean, I would have never thought that you were somebody that was addicted or somebody, who was an alcoholic. I would never have known that had you not told me. The next question I have for you is what was your dream career? What was your dream job? What did you always really want to do?
That's a good one. The dream job that I would probably want would have been like a firefighter. I mean that was something I always looked at and looked up to, but in my life I couldn't really do that because my family didn't steer me in the right direction when I was younger. I kind of fell into the lap of construction. I don't have any regrets over that at all. I've learned so much from that, and it's made me who I am today. It's helped me deal with the world and making some of the right choices and providing things for people that need this kind of thing. I have fun. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. I don't put on a fake smile. I like what I do. I enjoy who I am today, and I think that's because of everything that's around me, the people that are around me, the achievements that I've achieved, and I have some good career achievements in my lifetime. So,
Aside from getting sober, what other diversity would you consider that you faced in your life? What other major obstacles have you overcome to get to where you're at?
really, I think one of the probably the biggest major obstacle would be no real leadership in my life. I mean, I was taught on how to work hard. Okay, and I guess you can take some leadership from that, but no leadership slash guide, and that's what I think is one of the biggest things that I've had to overcome is lack of guidance in my life.
Okay, well, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good day.
What is your name?
John.
I hope you don't mind. I just got 4 questions. My first question is what would be the best way to describe you?
Outgoing, I guess.
What was the biggest or the best accomplishment in your life for
That
yourself?
I'm still alive.
Okay, and why is that? Have you had any near death experiences or anything?
6 bypasses, back surgery, lung surgery, 2 strokes, 4 stents, 6 knee surgeries on one and 8 on the other.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, you definitely, that is an accomplishment, I should say. All right. What was the toughest experience you have gone through in life?
Probably heart surgery.
And is it more of the recovery or?
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt because you can't do anything. You just lay there and you got to try to, they tell you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that.
And are you a very active person normally?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, that will do it to you. And then for my last question, what was it that you really wanted to do in life?
I just enjoy life overall.
I guess after all those surgeries and experiences you have, I think that's something that you probably cherish, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's always hustling. Okay, well, John, thank you so much. I do appreciate you taking this time. Thank you.
First things first, man, I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to answer some questions for me. We're going to go ahead and jump right in. The first question I have for you is what you consider to be the greatest accomplishment in your life to this point.
I would have to say the greatest accomplishment that I've achieved so far in my life to this point is I'm really proud of the father that I am. I really cherish my kids. They're rather attached to me and their mom as well. I've always wanted to do right by them and just really make sure that they know that they have a father that loves them and believes in them and tells them daily and motivates them and encourages them to be who they are, speak what they feel, and to question everything and anything in life. And I think so far I've done that.
Yeah, and that's something that a lot of us are lacking, growing up. So I'm sure they're definitely grateful for that.
I mean, they're my everything, man. It's a different kind of love when you have kids, and I can never see how any person could not want to be a part of their child's life. You know what I mean? It's
And yet it happens a lot.
absurd to me. It happens more often than not.
Yeah, more often than not. Exactly. What's your dream career? What's the job that you've always wanted to pursue? What's that career that you've really just always had a passion for?
When I was young, I used to want to be a doctor. But as I grew older, I even considered being a teacher. But as I've gotten older and I've found my passion and things that I like, obviously, I like to cook. I like to cook for people. I think it'd be pretty awesome to be able to own a restaurant or a food truck one day. And it's about people enjoying something that's just brings a family together. You know what I mean? You think of family meals or grandma's home cooking and stuff like that, and there's memories attached.
Those are things
to
that stick with you.
I know I can make some good stuff, but it's seeing people enjoy it and watching what comes out of them and their reactions with everybody else as they're enjoying said food. One of these days, if I had the choice and I could abandon ship right now, I'd jump right in. But
the last question I have for you is what you consider to be the greatest diversity, the greatest obstacles that you faced in your life up to this point?
That's a hard one. It's a hard question for me because I've always had a rock solid foundation with my parents. I would have to say the hardest part for me was watching my dad go blind as a teenager and go from doing things with my dad to just not at all. It's not like I was living on the streets. I chose to be and do what I did in the streets because it was my choice. It was just a matter of, I wanted to be cool and I wanted to be a gangster at one point. And I wanted to do the dope deals and like that. But once I had kids, all that changed, man. Like I said, there was nothing really major, difficult, or traumatizing that I ever super faced in my life.
Pretty blessed up to this point, I'd say then.
I'd say so. Everybody has their own trials and tribulations, and some are heavier than others, and thankfully mine were average, moderate, very severe. Could have had a way worse life compared to some people, but I was very fortunate to have good parents. Even with my dad losing his eyesight, there was a rocky patch there for a while, but he gained his ground and he learned, and I learned from watching him. You know what I mean?
All right, man. Well, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for taking time.
No problem, brother. Anytime.